Storm Team 3 Weather Lab. Here's Daniel's True View forecast.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, the showers, for the most part, have come to an end. We've got one left, and those showers earlier on today are able to tap into a lot of energy that's been building up. Incredibly hot days here the last couple of days, and those things really just fired as we got closer to sunset. Right now, mostly quiet across Acadiana. Showers now, for the most part, sitting off in the Gulf of Mexico. Not expecting much activity the remainder of the night either. Clear up over towards the north. We've got some drier air that's trying to work its way into the area, and that's going to help with temperatures a little bit. It's still going to be very, very hot outside, but it's not going to be as extremely hot as it's been over the last couple of days. More or less kind of getting back to normal, July normals anyway, as we go through this week. As of right now, there is just one little shower that's left. The heavier stuff has pushed its way offshore, and that's where it will remain for the rest of the night tonight. Now we've got one little shower making its way out over through Welsh, producing a little bit of lightning as well. So if you see that lightning out there, if you're looking towards the west or in the direction of the storm, depending on where you are, you end up seeing a little bit of a light show out there. This is the cell that's originating that lightning. There's nothing else around it, and that's going to continue to push its way southwards through the rest of the night, and it will start to fall apart here over the next couple of hours as it works its way towards the Gulf of Mexico. Nothing really to worry about. There's maybe some gusty winds and some heavy rainfall in the mix. Otherwise, still very, very warm across Acadiana. This is the heat index. Lafayette at about 89 degrees right now. Look out over towards the west, though. DeRidder 102, 101 out over towards Lake Charles. Oakdale about 90. Still dealing with the heat out over towards the west. We have seen the end of the heat advisory that ended about 2 hours ago. So again, now we're just going to deal with regular heat, the regular July heat, which is plenty hot enough. Don't need to add to it. And we've got a very warm evening coming up across Acadiana. Now for tomorrow, I think that the heat index likely going to be sitting right in that triple-digit range. Still probably anywhere from 100 to 104 through the afternoon, but I don't think it's going to be as brutal as it was over the weekend. And we may get a little bit of time to ramp those temperatures up instead of just walking out to a wall of heat at about 8 a.m. You'll see those temperatures right in the 80s, or the heat index rather, sitting in the 80s by about 8 o'clock. That is for areas northwards of I-10. Again, once you get along the interstate, and particularly for Lafayette, when you're surrounded by all of the concrete, expect those numbers to be a little bit higher. We'll probably get into the triple digits sometime 1, 2 o'clock, and then remain there through the majority of the evening, cooling down a little, I think, by the time we get to dinner time. But again, still staying rather warm throughout the course of the evening. We'll likely see the heat index overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning sit somewhere in the mid-80s. Down along the coastline, similar setup, probably peaking right around 100 degrees or so. It take a little longer to get there, especially if you get a little bit of a breeze. Again, we've got some winds that are starting to come in from the north. It's bringing a little bit of drier air in. That's why you're not expecting the heat index to be as high, as the humidity not going to be quite as bad as it has been. Otherwise, not a whole lot going on. You've got mostly clear skies through the day tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. I don't even really see much of the way of pop-up shower chances through tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. Wednesday going to be a very similar story as well. Notice the winds still continue to come in from the north. Maybe a few fair weather clouds building all the way through Thursday. Thursday going to be another quiet day. I think we start to see the return of that 10-20% type shower activity sometime in the weekend. I think probably getting into Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, we may start to see those thunderstorms popping back up with some more wet weather on the way for next week, and maybe even a little bit of drier air at some point in time next week as well. It's 77 degrees for your overnight low tonight, a fairly uneventful night. Warm, muggy though, still a little bit of a breeze down there. Winds down to the northeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Looking ahead into tomorrow, 94 degrees for your high. Heat is going to be easing up a little bit. Still plenty hot out there though, 100 to 104. We just won't be talking 110 to 114, which we've been over the last couple of days. And I would still recommend drinking the water, staying in the AC. We do it basically every July anyway, so really not having to change your schedule up all that much. And again, we'll probably stay right around average here the next couple of days. 94 your high for tomorrow, 93 Wednesday, back into the mid-90s by Thursday, with isolated shower chances popping up Friday into the weekend. Better rain chances through next week. And again, we'll try and tap into some drier, maybe even slightly cooler air there towards the end of that 10-day forecast, but there is just way too much time to say anything of certainty. And of course, drier, cooler air is a rarity, so you never want to get your hopes up too much.
I think we'll take a breeze at this point, even if it's as hot as it is out there.
I'll just follow you around with one of those.
It'd feel great out there for sure. Thanks, Daniel.